Hmm. Better. Full screened, it freezes the stream a little bit, so I usually play the game on windowed. So, Frostpunk. Basically a survival game. You're trying to survive the very harsh winters in a post-apocalyptic world, or a post-apocalyptic version of Europe, basically. And all you're trying to do is survive the best you can, in hopes that you can take on the upcoming storm. I'm not going to be able to beat this, because it is a very hard game. I'm still learning the game as I go along. I have played here and there. Got close once, but lost at the very last day, basically. So, yeah. Let's just do this. There we go. Alright. With that being said, let us begin. Game request list is live for those of you who want to see me play other games outside of this one. The command is either on the About page of my Twitch, or I always post it in the title of my streams. So, we'll be playing this for another 2 hours, and then we'll move to another game, and go from there for the last 2 hours of stream. So, yeah. With all that being said, let us begin.
We roam the still, cold world, no horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped with pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress, until the frost stopped it all, suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
And there you go. That is the premise to Frostpunk. A new home, we fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. This is basically an ice age, for lack of better words. And with that, we have to do what we can to survive. Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. Easy, right? Wrong. So, this is what we have to work with in this frozen wasteland that is surrounding the generator. This is what we have to work with. So, we have coal veins, coal deposits, all around. One iron ore deposit. One. It always spawns there every time I start. We always start with stockpiles. And this generator, which takes coal to power. Now, as you can see, there are resources scattered. That's where we usually start with this. So, the two primary sources, I think, in all honesty, are the best, are steel and coal. Wood is all around us. These frozen trees here, nothing wrong with it. It's just, the problem is, you have to get a sawmill up. And to get a sawmill up, for a sawmill, we have to get a workshop built. The workshop is used to research all we need, basically. There are 80 people here who are within this city. So we need to get all the wood, all the coal we can find. And we do in fact need steel. So we're going to do that. Now, we can make laws. We can make laws here that will, these said laws affect the discontent and the hope level. You do not want discontent to go all the way up, otherwise you're going to have to get your hope to a certain extent on the gauge here, otherwise you're banished. And when you're banished, game over. Everybody else is left to their fate. You're trying to lead these people to salvation, basically. All you're trying to do is survive. Ensure that your city survives. So, coal, wood, steel. Steam cores are very hard to get. I did find one way you can get steel cores. Well, we can't see it yet. We need a beacon. Now, the primary issue I ran into when I tried this solo, or off stream, was this. Trying to get food and food rations. I had a hard time trying to get food rations up. We were very close, too, actually. I was very close to actually beating the storm. I don't know if that leads to the end of, like, the new home mode, basically. I have the DLC for this game especially. I am waiting for Frostpunk 2 to come out because it looks interesting. This game itself is fun, but again, it's just very hard. It's like Oxygen not included for me, as far as how difficult it is. So, yeah, let's get into it. Now, the generator, we don't need to do anything with right now. Alright, we need engineers. Now, the first thing I want to go for as far as research goes is... Don't take my words as absolute here, though, because I'm still learning how to play this game, but as far as how far I got, the first thing I did was gathering, because it helps with, like, speeding up the gathering of these resources all around this pit. All around this frozen pit. Oh yeah. As for laws, first thing I want to do is create a child shelter. So we're gonna build a child shelter here, and then to start, we're gonna make one tent. Each tent can provide up to 3. Each tent can hold 10 people. We want to keep the hope gauge as high as possible. What I also want to do is try to build like a neighborhood here for all the people that are going to be coming our way, basically. So we want to do that. Faster gathering. Alright, next thing I want to do is start this, because we're gonna build something for hunting next. Let them build. The generator, the heating is off. The generator's off. People are afraid they'll freeze to death in their sleep if you don't at least turn it on for the night. So, and then with the research here, you can increase the generator's power level as well as range. Now the problem with doing so is the fact that it consumes more coal. So we need something to reduce the amount of coal we lose per while this thing is on. I did a little bit here and there with this. The one thing I need to do especially is build like a medical center. We'll do that the next day, as soon as it passes. So we're going to turn this off. Critical shortage. The number of sick is rising and we don't have enough materials to build a medical post. Perhaps a short burst of effort would help us gather the necessary resources. So, they're requesting I sign up for the emergency shift. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So, we need 25 wood to make a medical post. Medical post, I think I'm going to put it right here. Alright, so steel wreckage is depleted. We got all the steel. Alright, so let's have them collect more. Child Shelter, a note of thanks. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we could see things will be different. It was the right thing to do. Alright, next up. Sign up some more engineers for this. Alright, next up is food. Alright, we need 40 for each. Wood crate's been depleted. Good. We need a hunter hut. And we need the cookhouse. Put the cookhouse right here. I think we're going to make like medical posts going this way, if need be. We can't research anything yet, because the next thing I want to research is the coal thumpers. Those will definitely come in handy. Alright, so this is where the needs of the citizens come into effect. No roof over our heads, which is the housing problem here. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. So, here's the problem. Now, resources are scarce. Now, you can go about this in like three ways. Now, we could build the three. We could build the three tents for 25 people, and then we have like 2 days to build for everybody as far as housing goes. But the problem with that is again the lack of resources. So if you can make up for the lack of resources, then by all means go about the extreme measure. But since we're low on wood, we're gonna have to do something about. If we don't address it, discontent will rise slightly, but yeah, we don't want it to rise any more than that, because then it'll be like they'll give us an ultimatum saying we need to build shelters. So I'll provide some shelters. Now, word of advice: the wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this: people usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem that your way, it's fine. And that's something we'll have to bear in mind here. Thank you. Alright, give me a second. Alright, let's put engineers in here. And then, as far as others go here. Okay, 15 for the wood. We definitely need wood. Coal we have. Let's see, 15 for hunting. We need a hunt. So we'll remove these guys. Put 15 here. We're gonna have to do the rest for this, and then turn on the generator. Alright, this should fix the problem a little bit. Now, we could force them to work more, but let's not do that at the moment. We're going to go for the... Yeah. Let's hold off on a new law for now, just in case. Word of advice: resource shortage. Resources shortage. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact a law that will allow us to extend working hours. So, the law he's speaking of is the extended shift, which increases the workday in any facility for 14 hours. But the discontent is also the measure here, which is a problem. So for now, let's not do that. Alright. They're collecting all the coal. Now, let's move the rest here, and then start collecting coal here. Steel wreckage is depleted, which is perfect. We definitely want that. We're going to collect all the steel beforehand. Research-wise, yeah. We want a coal thumper. No, it's not. We need more wood, so we definitely need to do this. Now we turn this on. Alright, and then the next source of business here is, of course, the housing problem. 1, 2, and 3. Keep collecting. Now, we need to build some streets. We're gonna build a street here and here. Okay, and then build here, build here, and here. There. And because we fulfilled our promise, hope rises. You don't do that, okay, so this also comes with the territory of the cold situation. So certain days will cause the temperatures to drop. If you look at this meter up here. Yeah, okay, wood crates are depleted. Coal thumper is going to be the next thing we put. We're going to put it like maybe like right here. That way we have a good source of coal. And boom. Alright, dangers of the cold. Frostbite. One of our people has become gravely ill due to frostbite. This will keep happening if people have to work in such cold. Now, this is why I suggested to hold off on the laws, and this is why. Now, we have the option to sustain life. Can't cure the gravely ill, but we can at least keep them alive. We won't risk dangerous amputations with radical treatment. But the gravely ill will be kept alive but unrested in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly, but the problem is the fact that the gravely ill will also take up beds in medical posts and will remain a burden. Now, we don't want that. Now, radical treatment. We'll try everything to cure the gravely ill from invasive surgery to amputations. Now, this is going to be useful because of what's going to come up afterwards. So, the gravely ill will be treated and hope will rise slightly. 30% of the gravely ill treated in medical posts will be left as amputees. Now, amputees, yeah, you're losing limbs due to frostbite. Unfortunately, that's just the case. Now, later on, we're going to have the ability to give them prosthetics. So, let's go for radical treatment. Alright, now the next thing we're going to research is going to be steam hubs. And the next thing we're going to build is the coal thumper. I want to put the thumper like, yeah, let's put it right here. And then Hmm. Let's fix this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. This. This and this. X out that. And this. Alright. We're gonna use the emergency shift here. We're gonna make the coal thumper right here. Now, let's remove them. Put 10 here. Unfortunately, this is going to happen from overworking. That's just how things are. So, we're not going to end an emergency shift. We're going to press on. Now, since we already opened up a book of, we already introduced the law, we'll have to go about the cemetery later. That's the unfortunate part about this. Now, the steam hub is going to go right, I'm going to put it right here. Let me take a look where this covers. Let's build it right here. And then okay, new form of research I'm gonna have for now. We'll make the beacon. Yeah, I'm not expecting to succeed in this attempt. Tent here and here. Let's make another tent here, 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 and here. And then let's get roads built. Okay. Now for the sawmill. And then we need wood for the beacon. I like to be neat and tidy with this. Yeah, I like to be neat and tidy with this. Next up, yeah, we have to wait until we have enough for the beacon. And boom, beacon. Alright, now the cemetery law. Okay. Now for the cemetery, I'm going to build the cemetery right here. We can't get the care house made yet, so because we just signed a law. We need people on this. Alright. Now we have the beacon built. Okay, so this is the important part about this. So we need to explore the very vast frozen wasteland you see before you. Now, there is a problem with this. So, Winterhome is what they need to know about. This is what my citizens need to know, is what's happening with Winterhome. Spoiler, Winterhome did not make it. And this is going to reduce the hope level to 0, forcing me to continue with the next part of the game. So, it's building the civilization, which I'm doing right now. Then it's figuring out what happened with Winterhome. Then it's trying to improve morale, be it through faith or order. Utilizing resources and taking advantage of the time we have to the Great Storm, which appears, I believe, like right over here. So, at the moment we don't have enough wood, and we need 5 citizens for this. People from our convoy, ready to search. People cheer us as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go work looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. And yeah, we needed a win. Alright, so the first amputee. A frightened patient. One of our people is facing death, but he's still refusing amputation. He keeps screaming that he doesn't want anyone to touch his leg, and he won't change his mind, even though gangrene will kill him in a matter of hours. So, we're going to make him an amputee. We're going to extend hours on this. Alright, next up, yeah. At the moment we can't do... Actually, no. For... Yeah. Alright, the sawmill we can't make yet. That's where I'm gonna build the sawmill. We're gonna build it right here. Okay. We don't have enough wood. We need 40 wood for it. Okay. We don't need anybody making more coal, now that we got that done. Okay. We must have used up all of that. Okay. Now... yeah, I think this will do. Now for the law care house. Alright, so... this is one problem I ran into when it came down to the concerns of the people. Heating problems, cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you to address the problem. So, this is why it's a problem. So, I have to start heating homes for 2 days. Problem with that is we do not have enough coal. We don't have enough coal to address the problem. So, because of that, we have to address it and say that. Can't do anything about working hours, but... alright. Now. Let's go for the Lost Expedition. Note of thanks. A note was left for the doctor to perform the amputation on the frightened patient. It reads, "Thank you. I was in terrible pain and blinded by fear, and my choice would have doomed me. I may be without a limb now, but I'll live. It was the right thing to do." Okay. So, we need to make a care house. Okay. We're going to make the care house... right here. Okay, we can't do that yet. Alright. This is an unavoidable hope loss here. So, a child's plea at the cemetery. Captain, we found a boy frozen to the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been there for hours. He wants you to call in an emergency meeting. He says if you agree, his mother will wake up and to attend it. Unfortunately, his mother is passed, so unfortunately for that, he has to face his loss. The next thing of research I want to do here is go about adding more scouts. But to do that, we need to get 50 wood to increase the upgrading and to upgrade the research here. Now, let's see. 25 for the steelworks. We don't need to make that right now. We'll do this. Yeah. Alright. This we have to address. We don't have any wood. You want what you need, then we'll do that. Steam levels go up. Alright, refusal to work. Man assigned to an emergency shift has refused to work. He said that he's already worn out and doesn't want to end up dead like one of his friends. Yeah. Well, hate to make him suffer the same mistake as his friend, so let him rest for now. Okay. We got to the Lost Expedition. Lost Expedition, a happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of a driving snow. Choir of excited voices welcomes us. Thank God you found us. We have been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. So, we are going to escort the survivors to the city. Problem is we don't have any engineers. So we're going to have to assign them to here. And boom. Won't be long until we get more people in our city. Like so. People from our convoy, reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expedition left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. And for that, we have to look for the others. Now, crash site or sturdy shelter. Now, what I usually do is I go for the areas that take less time to get to. So I'm going to do that. We're going to put engineer here. Let's max this out. Max this out. And then we want to collect this. We need 10 more. Drawing boards. Okay. Book of Laws. We're gonna go for yeah. I'm gonna go for the... We'll go for ceremonial funerals for this one.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Okay. Not much I can do at the moment. Unfortunately, we cannot afford it. And this is where the food problem comes into play here. Alright, this is where... This feels like a 50-50. Gloomy cave, beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from the cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. So, the one thing we obviously can't do is leave them alone, because we need survivors. But the likelihood of us losing our explorers, our scouts. So, no matter what, we have to take this. So, there's a likelihood that they could have died against those bears. We had to help the survivors. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Then they all set out towards the city. So, that was the positive outcome. The negative outcome was I lose my scouts, but the survivors, because the bears were warded off by the fact that the scouts sacrificed their lives, they would be forced to go to the city on their own. Okay, next part here. I want to turn this off. Reduce this to 5. And then use the rest for this, because we need... We need as much as we can here. We'll get more survivors, but the problem is I need more food for what's to come here. Alright. 21, 20... Crash site. Alright. Get extra scouts. Engineers. Let's put the engineers here. We could put the rest of the workers for here because we need more food. I can't keep building steam hubs until I have the necessary materials or the necessary amount of coal to satiate, because that coal goes by fast. It goes by fast. So the rest of the engineers will start working here. Okay. Now... Yeah. the first thing I want to do is I want to build a coal mine. Because we need more coal. We're going to obviously build more thumpers because the coal mines aren't the most efficient. Yeah. Can't deal with that right now. Okay. So we still have a bunch of people who need homes, so I think the one thing I need to take care of is another medical post will do nicely. I'm gonna put a care house here. Let's build another workshop. Okay, and then another post will be put right here. And boom. That should do the trick. Alright. They've reached the crash site. Crash site. Fate of the Forgotten. There are plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies. They are tangled together in a single frozen mass, as if people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth before they died. We could do nothing for them. Not even bury them. So, we get more wood and food with this. Let's return this to the city because we need food. Now, as for the law goes, prosthetics.
A new law has passed.
Okay. Now, we don't have enough engineers. Where can I find the engineers? Okay. We need engineers here and engineers here. We can reduce this, do this.
Wrap up well. The frost is here. There's plenty.
Okay, sturdy shelter for this set. Now, observatory for this set. Coal mining. We have one steam core. Steam cores are very hard to come by. But we need what we can here as far as supplies go. So I think the first place we're going to build is going to be right here. Right here. Now, let's see. We're going to obviously build another one once we get another steam core. Okay, we got that. Alright, let's see here. Let's make another cookhouse. Right? No. Let's get research first. So we're going to go for a... Okay. We can't build hothouses without steam cores, so we'll go with the medical post upgrade. What else is there? Yeah. Let's get you there. Okay. Definitely need something for that. We need another care house and a medical post. That should do the trick. Yeah. Do less harm. Sir, a doctor wants to talk to you about improving radical treatment. I was a field surgeon in the Boer War and worked with the Royal Society to reduce the rate of limb loss in army hospitals. I believe I can devise a method that will cut the number of amputations during radical treatment. Give him what he needs. So we need to keep the hope level up, like high, for this sort of thing. We're building one right now, funny enough, so this should definitely help. And boom. Okay, we still got... Okay, yeah, 7... No, we gotta put them here. Okay. You've reached the observatory. The sun is dimming. Instead of astronomers, we are met by some of our lost people. They explain that they came here for help, but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it up in their diaries. The loss of sunlight can't be explained solely by the fouling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. And we are going to escort the survivors to the city. Okay. Bunkhouses are nice, but we need a lot of steel for that. The charcoal kiln. We'll go with that. Yeah. Do that. And then... boom. There we go. More specifically, let's make this available. And then whoever's left can collect and work here. That's what we're going to do. They've reached the sturdy shelter and got a steam core, food rations, and wood. The trail leads to another city. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in two directions. London, 1934 miles. Home, 27 miles. And they get a resource here. And we're going to return with those resources too. That should do the trick. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start... Let's start heating up these areas here. So I want to heat up this area right here. Alright, help the amputees. Fewer amputations. The doctor who was trying to improve radical treatment is here. He is reporting a breakthrough. It's certainly an unorthodox method, and my learned colleagues would be appalled by the experiments I had to perform, but it works. I expect the number of amputations during radical treatments to be halved. He seems eager to get back to his everyday work and try his new method. Well done. Now, the one thing we need to get is a factory. And for that, we need 75 wood to make the factory. The factory is going to be for what we use for making amputations. Not amputations, prosthetics. Okay. You go to the steel bridge. Yeah, you go to the steel bridge. Let's max these out because we definitely need something for this. Yeah, that should do the trick. Alright, we need 75 wood, and then I can go about the next upgrade. Okay. Alright, he wants shelters? I'll give him shelters. And 6. That'll do for that, and then let's go about the drafting machines. Alright, these scouts can't do anything until more sites open up, so we can't do anything there. Okay, wood. Build wood here. Have it circle the entirety of this. There. Alright. Now, we're going to go for... Let's get some apprentices going here, shall we?
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
There. Hope is maxed out. Now that we have everybody housed. The only problem now is food, as always. Okay. Charcoal kiln, we need steel. Steel works. How many can I make? 25 wood. Yep. We most certainly need these. Okay. Building street here. And boom. That should do the trick. Yeah. Now it heats up. We need to gather and stockpile as much coal as we could possibly get with this. So we have over 500 here. We can reduce this. We definitely need a supply of steel. Okay, a group of amputees is here to see you. They want to help in the cookhouse. We don't want to sit on our arses all day, content with just being kept alive. We can't do hard work anymore, but if we fashion some simple prosthetics out of the wood, we can help in the cookhouse and earn our keep. Unfortunately, because we don't have a factory and can't make prosthetics for the amputees, we actually cannot afford it, which sucks. So I have to hope that I can get this done, and then get this built. Okay, and then resources. We need more. Wait. Okay, no, we need more wood. That's why. That's why. Okay. Alright. The bridge to Winterstone. To Winterhome. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city, or disassemble for resources. Now, automatons are very, very useful. They can do what citizens or what workers and engineers can't. Or more so, they can do what workers can't. And that's work overnight. Because they don't have to worry about getting cold, but they do need to charge up their circuits. So, the best thing to do is just to send it back to the city. Automaton sent to the city, we reprogrammed the automaton and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisp of snow started to settle on the bridge. Alright, so we're going to send you here. You are going to go to the large convoy. That'll give my scouts purpose. The search for other cities, deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. So, automatic hope reduction, no matter what. So, that's just an unfortunate thing. Alright, as for where these people go, we need more wood. Yeah. Once the factory's built, it'll come in handy for sure. Okay. Now, resource depot. I want to get the research depot built. Okay, as for where to build the factory, let's get 30 wood first. Weather station. We found scientists' notes. They predict the grim forecast at the weather station. We found scientists' notes. They predict that the Great Cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of Spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they've moved out for good. But you can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. Now this is going to be useful because the weather station has a coal mine, or utilizes that of a coal mine over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Winterhome first, because we need to establish that, well, we're all on our own. Okay, we have that. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get this signed.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Coal.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Oh, we don't have enough for that either, unfortunately. Alright.
Your work shift is done.
So, here comes the next part of the story here. Winterhome. The fall of Winterhome. The streets of a ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The city chronicle describes the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. The last entry, God forgive us, we're running out of... We're eating our dead. There's no hope. So, this triggers the next part of the game, which is the fact that they now know that we're on our own. We are alone. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes, heated by generators, but we're alone. And because of that, look at all that hope go down. Alright. The next part of the game. So Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads throughout the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. And with that, we have to give them purpose. So, we have the option between order and faith. So, people are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You'll have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterhome. So, I got the farthest going with faith.
New law. A new law has passed.
The unconvinced want to leave, known as the Londoners. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for food? What are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down, we're not going to die. The Londoners. Your people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Fear may lead people to desperate acts, maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. Alright, let's build a house of prayers. And the house of prayers is going to be right here. Alright. Large convoy. They sought Winterhome. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us they were heading for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. So, escort the survivors to the city. Okay, next up, we need to max this out. Okay. I need to make another Steam hub. We're going to build it right here. And here is the automaton. Right here. The first of many. Alright, next thing is we're going to let the automaton work in the coal mines here. Alright. The ultimatum. So we'll try to heat up all those homes. Using automatons. Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace our entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock, with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency and capability. Okay, let's... Okay, let's just put you here, put you here, there. Now... Okay. People join the Londoners. Okay, we need to start setting up laws once that's done.
Bundle up. It's getting colder. Move. Time to get to work.
Coal mine. More coal than we can use. This coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. So we're going to take the stored coal and we're going to make an outpost for this. Otherwise, research-wise, we're going to make the outpost deposit once we have more wood. You go this way. Okay. We don't have enough for a factory. Now we do. Alright, the factory is going to go right... Let's put the factory right here. What I want to do is get a lot of amputators, or get a lot of prosthetics. This is the problem with trying to fulfill promises. This area is heated up, but it says that we still didn't fulfill our promise because the temperature is going low. It's just not enough. As you can see, people aren't very happy right now. We need to get more wood. I clicked on this a couple of times in my previous playthroughs and got confused. So this should satiate the amputees with this. Alright. New law. We want evening prayers.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
We definitely want that. Okay. We need 30 wood for this. There's no more wood, so we can just take this apart. We'll take this apart. Okay. I want to get this made. But there's no more wood. Is the only thing. There's no more wood. I'm gonna have to abort this for now. Instead, I will make a sawmill right here. Like right. Oh, I forgot about you. You can go to the freshwater spring. Go there. American camp. Starved Americans. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophistical artificial limbs, bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Take resources. Yeah, I can't heat the homes up as any better than this at the moment. But okay. We need more wood. Hmm. Wrong tab. My mistake. Alright. Build you here. Okay. Temporary settlement. Memory of injustice. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder on its roughly planned face someone chiseled by the following: May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City. We won't touch the monument, but we decide to dismantle the huts for wood. So let's take the resources. Let's go to here. Alright, new research. Now we're going to research the wall drill, because we're going to need it. Alright. Faith Keepers.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Alright. Oh, we need more steel. We don't have steel. Let's get the wall drill built. Obviously, we're going to put it right here. Okay, next up, we need more food. Hut here. Cookhouse here. Faith Keepers, let's build you right here. Exile colony, dying exiles. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary on to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City. The food and fuel running out. With food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest amongst us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. Escort them to the city. Okay. Workers for you. Yeah. Okay. Yep. We still got. Okay. There we go. That should fix that. Yeah. Alright, now we could take this apart now. And move the workers here. Now then. Outside of that, we do need that. We definitely need this. What else am I missing? Okay, engineers. Boom and boom. That should fix the problem. Okay. That should fix that. Okay. Discontent falls, hope rises. Good. Okay. Okay. Engineers. We can... Yeah, I think we can do that. This, and then this. We have a heater. Let's see what else there is we can do here. Okay. Yeah. No, I think we can work on the heating now. So we're going to go for... We'll start with this.
Work time. Get back to work.
Keepers, okay. Food for the hungry. Sir, our food keepers have found someone's illegal stash of food. It's quite big. They plan to distribute it amongst people in need, but perhaps you'd like it to be used another way. No. The hungry will be fed. Let's give them what they want. Next up will be efficiency, which we don't have enough steel yet. We need more steel.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
Okay. Another medical post. Okay. We're gonna go for the temple.
A new law has passed.
But we need more steel. Okay. Freshwater springs. Degenerated but alive. Near the freshwater springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Asked what kept them from starving, they looked away, then mumbled something about eating lichens. Let's escort them to the city. Okay.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Alright, you go to the fishing village. There. That should fix the problem. Okay. Let's get another mine up. We got an automaton. Nice. Alright. I hate to do it, but I hate to do it, but it's necessary. Okay, build a temple. We don't have enough for a temple. Okay. Boom. Boom. Let's see. Oh, that's where the engineers came from. We're just not making enough coal.
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
Can't do anything about the frost. Okay. Let's make an outpost. Carry on with the project. Okay. Fishing village. No place for the weak. This fishing village used to supply Tesla City with food. Searching it, we found a letter Mike, don't return to the city. Tesla is a madman. He cast out all the amputees, all the sick. Jerry's parents and old Beth are among them. There will be blood, that's for sure, and soon. The village was left in order. We could send the team here to start fishing. So let's leave the fishing village intact. And then send them to the city. Okay, research-wise, we need to go about heating, but we can't yet. However, where's the kiln? Oh, we don't have enough. We don't have enough steel. We still don't have enough steel. We need steel. We need steel. Okay. Charcoal kiln. Spill that right here. Disperse the crowd. Get this situated. Okay. Hunter's hut. Yep. We definitely need more for that. We'll have to make this work. We need to get as much charcoal as possible for now. Alright, so Tesla City, Thunder Unleashed. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance of Tesla City. A central tall tower shines in the blue glow of electric discharges, which form a protective dome over the town. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burned flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower, hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. So, now, two options is to stay away from the city, but the problem with that is if we enter the city, despite the fact we lose some scouts, we can get cores here. So that's unfortunately what we're going to do. We entered the city. We've seen a thing or two in our lives, but nothing has ever frightened us as much as this blasted lightning until we figured out how to switch it off, that is. Now we'll be able to establish an outpost here. Oh, they survived? Usually they don't survive. I mean, I did this twice in an earlier, off stream, but they never survived. Okay. Okay. Oh, we don't have. All right, let's fix that. Yeah. Alright, what do we got here?
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Calm down. Alright. First outpost goes to the coal mine. So, They have 12 hours to reach the coal mine, collect coal, and bring it back to the city. That should take care of that. We don't have any steel, so we can't do anything about that. Give him an automaton is what I say to that. Yeah, this is a definite problem. Yeah, we got no more workers for now. Boom. Dreadnought landing, light to the south. We found a piece of hull plate bolted to a boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1886, the American expedition aboard Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard our sister ship Prometheus. Site discovered, research station, ice corridor. Take resources. Let's go for the research station. Okay. Nothing much we can do right now. Disperse the crowd. Okay. Health. Let's get the infirmary researched. I can't do anything about the bodies. I never built the tent pole because I don't have any steel. There's no steel. Research station. Inside the ransacked station, we found Tesla's audio diary. A voice speaks. All the observed changes, like suns dimming, volcanic ash, could not have caused such cooling. But what if the huge quake of 1887 and Patagonia was an asteroid strike? There's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks lead from the door towards the mountains to a cave hideout. So let's take those resources and return. Okay. There's not much I can really do here. Frozen Grove, buried shame. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves. Under each of them, the dead bodies lack most of the bigger muscles, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. The corpses have been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave the graves intact, but we can cut trees for wood. Well, there's not much you can really do. Gotta do what you can. Gotta do what you can to survive. So, it's unavoidable.
Go to work. Lord, be with us as we labor today.
Engineer working on the automaton project sent in his report. He broke the automaton he borrowed. Now he wants a steam core. The damage hasn't been for nothing. We can fix the broken machine, and on top of that, we can now adjust the automatons to make them work faster. The engineer is busy again now, but he says He said he's onto something really exciting, so let's give him a Steam Core. Oh, we have one available, so...
Today's labor is done. Thank you, Lord.
disperse the crowd. Okay, we have some food rations, but it's not... Alright. Another law. Let's go for this one.
A new law has passed.
Alright, now we'll make the temple. We forgot because we didn't have wood. We'll build the temple right here. Snowcliff, the refugee from Winterhome. The man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterhome. After a starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people disgruntled and deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. One of the reasons why I didn't choose order over faith, I didn't want to go about that. Okay. Yeah, we should be getting coal every... Yeah.
A new workday starts in the name of God.
Okay. Now, let's build another outpost here. Let's get some... There. Children's hideout, little survivors. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out on from Winterhome on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they're going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in their city got really ugly. So let's escort them to the city. Finish the Automaton Project, the Scientific Method, Volume 1. Just got the achievement. The Automaton Project, a huge success. Sir, the Automaton Project is now complete. Automatons can now be produced at lower costs and used in medical facilities. We learn to modify the automatons with precision attachments, allowing them to work on the most fragile things we know of, the human body. It also turns out we can remove some of the non-essential parts. Well done. So now we can have automatons work in these facilities, which would be nice, but yeah. Okay. They're building this right now. Alright, we have enough cores, which is perfect, so we can, in fact, make an infirmary once it's researched. Yeah. Okay.
Time to rest. Remember those who work overtime in your prayers.
I'm gonna go for... Let's go for the ice corridor first. Storage is full, huh? Alright, let's fix that. Resource depot, right here. Disperse the crowd for now. We have a lot of research. We have a lot of stuff here. We just need more time. Okay. We have some food rationed, but we definitely need more food. That's another problem. Yeah. Alright, coal. There we go. Perfect.
Go to work. Lord be with us as we labor today.
Alright, now for the infirmary. We're gonna build you right here. Otherwise, let's use the wood to have it surround. There. Okay, let's see what we got here. As for where I want to put you, we need to get more food. Okay, we got another automaton. Let's put this automaton right here.
Today's labor is done.
Okay, research. Do not research this. I've tried it before and I failed miserably.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
Three shrines, so let's build a shrine here. Build a shrine here. And here. Storage is full again, huh? Interesting. Alright, we don't have wood. Build an outpost. Okay, we got that.
Brace yourselves. Home is coming.
Okay. You guys can, I guess you can go in. You can go to the cave hideout in that case.
Go to work. Lord be with us as we labor today.
Okay. New research. Okay, we don't have steel. We still need steel. I'm gonna go for soup.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Let's see. Outside of that, No, we were going to go about the mechanical calculators. That's what we were going to do.
Work is over, but still, there's time in your house.
Okay. Let's make another factory. We'll put the factory right here. Okay. These need more workers. Okay.
A new law has passed.
Ice Corridor, a triumph of engineering. We marvel at the thick slabs of ice that have been crushed and swept aside by the American dreadnought Hephaestus. Soon we might be able to learn how it managed to accomplish such feats. We can see a huge silhouette in the distance, which might be its sister ship Prometheus. Carry on. We have more than enough coal to go around, which is good. However, this is still a problem. Okay, so get this out. Get an automaton here. There. That should do it. I can't address that because we're still... Okay, you go here. Icebound Dreadnought. Calculating genius. The Dreadnought is stripped of usual machinery, but its hulk contains enough steel to justify establishing an outpost here. On the bridge, we found a log with Tesla's last orders. Transfer all supplies and able-bodied survivors aboard Hephaestus. Take the amputees only if you have prosthetics, prostheses to make them useful. Alright. Let's head to the wrecked vehicle and go from there. We can't make any more outposts. We only are allowed 2 outposts. Okay. Do this. Okay, and then that. That'll do nicely. Okay. Research next is gonna be the okay. No. No. Yeah. Okay. Okay, hunting tactics. We need to get more food. Okay. Engineer here. Engineer here. Okay, automatons for all of these. Okay. Workers here, 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 and here. Yeah. We need as much food as we can get on this, so that should fix that for now. Gotta make sure Hope is alive. It's a good thing we have rations, but we need now we need some more resources, some more resource depots. And boom. There. Okay. Wrecked vehicle. Hidden supplies. While it's disassembling the wreck to salvage what we could from it, we found a hidden cache of supplies. Alright, we'll take it. And then go to the ruined warehouse. Okay. Ruined warehouse, frozen supplies. With moderate effort, we were able to remove the crates containing supplies from under the snow. We'll put them to good use in our city. Yeah. Let's send them back. New law, I'm gonna go for
Hear me. New law in the city.
okay, for wood. Food. Food supplies. There we go. Yeah, we just need automatons for, like... No, let's not let them go. No. Londoners, they are leaving. Sir, the time is at hand. The Londoners have gathered around the generator for the last time. They are going to leave the city. This is our last chance to stop them from committing mass suicide. Whatever they said and did, they're still our people, even if they no longer think so. Stay with us. You'll die out there. The Londoners' exodus. The Londoners file out of the city. One of them stops in front of you for a moment. She looks like she's about to say something, but she just sighs, shakes her head, and follows the others. They soon vanish in the whiteout, their tracks erased by the tumbling snow. We shall pray for them. Man has brought us a long list of names titled registered infidels, buggers, seducers, trumpets, and other wrongdoers. Swore on his soul that this information is accurate, and all he wants is for them to repent and see the truth. I say we ignore it. I don't want discontent, hope to, well. Okay. Cave hideout. A cave hideout, a few tired men. As we approach the cave, its inhabitants pull out rifles and take positions behind the wall, barring the entrance. They are in bad shape, weak from malnourishment and an illness. Okay. Talk to them. Nothing like small talk. Seeing that we have no ill intentions, the Americans told us how they dealt justice to the inventor after expelling him from his city. We buried Tesla's battered body in the cave and are heading home with these poor wretches in tow. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Not much to really do here. We have more than enough coal. Disperse the crowd. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, I can't put any more outpost depots. As soon as the automaton's built, it's also going to go there for the coal. Refugees from Frostland. Unexpected guests. Captain, a group of exhausted survivors have reached the city. From their frantic explanations, we know they've come a great distance and that many of them died on the way. The phrase "doom is coming" keeps being repeated, and they say many more refugees are following them. They're begging you to help them. I'm gonna help them. Boom. Okay. You guys head to the sawmill. Um, there.
Today's labor is done. Thank you, Lord.
Okay. Resources. Resource depot. Okay.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Okay. Rations. Rations. Okay. You head for the stone ship.
A new workday starts in the name of God.
All This automaton goes right here. Okay. Wood and coal. There. Okay. More research involved. Let us go for the difference engine. Let's get another automaton built. Yeah. My best attempt yet, I will say. I just need to take it. I just need to take into account of the coal round now. Actually, no, let's not. Running from the storm. Refugees from Frostland running from the storm. A huge crowd of people has reached our city. Many of them are sick, and they are and say that have some kind of enormous weather anomaly is coming our way, and that they'll die without our help. We'd never survived it. Thank our lucky stars that the polar explorer Nansen warned us about the disaster and told us to evacuate. Please let us in. Everyone is welcome. Disperse the crowd. Okay. No cores, but let's get this built. Food. Let's get a cookhouse built. Okay, that should do the trick.
A new workday starts in the name of God.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta collect all the coal. Alright. Gotta get some more coal thumpers built. Okay, research.
A new law has passed. Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep. Wrap up well. The frost is here. Go to work. Lord be with us as we labor today.
Abandoned sawmill. Not much left. There was probably an outpost here years ago. Now there's nothing left of it but this frozen sawmill. Alright, now the part that got me that now the part that had me fail here. What looms ahead? Sir, now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The Great Frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them in the beacon. Oh, we don't have steel. Shoot. We need more steel.
Today's labor is done. Thank you, Lord.
Okay. Frozen Pond. New landmark. Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from here.
Worship begins. May the Lord save all workers unite.
Stone ship. New landmark. Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from here. Carry on. Yeah, I gotta get more automatons for the coal. Serious accident. Sir, there's been an accident. An automaton has stepped on a man, crushing his leg and crippling him for life. People urge that the automaton should walk more slowly and carefully, even at the cost of their efficiency. Slow down the automatons is what I say to that.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city. Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
Have maximum hope and no discontent. Promised land. Damaged snowcat. Bags of resources. We found some supplies inside the wreck. They'll surely find a good use for them. We'll surely find a good use for them. Okay. Now, you go to the ice crevices and proceed from there. Runaway child, sir, a man here is to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a snow sled to go after her. She's a big girl, but she was always very impulsive and she scares easily, the father explains. I must find her, equip him for the journey. Yeah. What else can I do? What else can I do? What else can be done?
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming. Work shift begins. May the Lord say all workers to prosper.
We don't have steel. Prepare for the storm. Sir, the scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they've doubled and tripled and triple checked their calculations. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. Plants in the hothouse will freeze. Everyone left outside the city will perish, and so will we if we can't heat our homes properly. We have to prepare.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Okay. Okay.
Today's labor is done. Thank you, Lord.
Okay, food is definitely a problem. Coal especially. I can't do much about that. You're gonna have to work overtime. We need more automatons. We need automatons to collect coal. Empathy sets in. Sir, the people you order to stay for yet another emergency shift are working very slowly. After so many hours of toil, they have become apathetic. They don't see how we can survive the storm no matter how well we prepare. Motivate them.
A new workday starts in the name of God.
Deep hollow, a long way down. These people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash. But it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is, if we strap them to our sheet sleds and bring them to our city quickly. Bring the wounded to the city. disperse the crowd. We don't have any steam cores. We need to get this researched, try to reduce the amount of coal that is exhumed.
A new law has passed.
House of Healing, here it is. Nope, we don't have anything right now. Supervise the cooks. You head over here. Okay. Now for the upgrade.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
Ice crevices. On the verge of death, these people are on their last legs. Despite taking shelter in the ice crevices, many of them suffer from heavy frostbites and hypothermia. We can help them still if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can hardly speak. Bring them to the city. Automaton can't refuel. Automaton stopped working because it was unable to recharge itself from the generator or a steam hub. It has to do that twice daily in order to make it operational again. You need to turn on the generator. Well, we can turn it on now. Send them home. Oh, public house. Well, we have one. Generator ready. We did what we could to heat the heat out. We did what we could to raise the heat output of the generators. This alone might not be enough. All our homes and workplaces should be as warm as possible. The cold that's coming could kill in minutes. There.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city. Thank you, Lord.
Disband. Can't address it. Don't have any steam cores. Snow burrows. The price of survival. All these people are deathly ill. It's a wonder that they are still alive. The snow burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. Bring them back. Okay, and then boom. Got the kitchens built. Not much else I can really do from here, though. That's the only thing. Oh, there's no steam cores, that's why. Well, that's a shame. I can't really do much about that. I could turn this off and have it collect coal. We don't technically need that. Let's have the automaton work here, work here. Yep, automatons are already built here and here. That should do for now. Coal and coal. Okay. Let them pray. Okay. The sick, that is another thing I need to take care of. Let's see. I'll put a House of Healing right here. Here. Medical post goes right here. And build all this like so. Survivors rescued. We saved everybody we could from the places we knew were still sheltering survivors. God help the rest. Oh wait, I forgot to disband. Fight over supplies. Sir, an argument erupted between some workers last night. Some of them wanted a portion of the resources their facility produces so they can prepare for the storm. It came to blows, and though nobody was seriously injured, tensions are running high. Keep me updated. Okay, let me see here. Turn you off. Go right here. Automaton off. You go right here. And not yet. New research. Yeah.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
A crowd of terrified people has stormed the stockpiles and started plundering our supplies. We managed to fight them off, but they demand wood for heating and to reinforce their homes. We'd need 1,140 wood to supply everybody. Disperse the crowd.
Worship begins. May the Lord save all workers from harm.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to turn off the heater or turn off the generator during the day, so that I can so I can try to heat up as much as I can. There's not much else I can do. Well, last bit of homes I can provide. Okay. Use the last of our resources. I got it. Disperse the crowd. Unfortunately, I have used up everything. There's not much I can do now.
Brace yourselves. Hold is coming.
I need to shut it down.
Go to work. Lord, be with us as we labor today.
I just need to shut it down so that... Alright. I don't want to do that.
Today's labor is done. Thank you, Lord.
That being said, there's not much else I can do now.
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
The storm. The storm hits the city. A howling gale bursts upon the city, and the generator creaks and groans under the weight of the wind. Pale faces turn towards rattling windows. Trembling lips utter words of prayer. The cold will be brutal. Hunting is impossible. The soil in the hot houses will freeze. We'll have to make do with the food we've stockpiled. This is where I failed last time, and where we might fail again. So, with that being said, the city must survive.
Go to work. Lord, be with us as we labor today.
We're just gonna have to make do. $4 Shoot. Yep. Disperse the crowd, can't do anything. Yeah. We were able to deal with food, but then comes the problem with coal. I wonder what I was missing. There really isn't much I can do. Yeah, there's not enough rations. Let's see, automatons. Okay, what can I do with them? Okay. And that's how he failed. Right here. The problem was trying to get enough coal. And with that, we are banished. Band of grim men escorts you under the generator. The waiting crowd is silent. People observe you as you pass, their faces blank as though they were watching snowfall. You are summarily judged and spared the death sentence in recognition of your efforts. You are banished from the city instead. And unfortunately, I did my best. It's unfortunate, though, I will say. Off stream, I was like a day before reaching the end, but alas, that's just how the cookie crumbles, right? That took longer than anticipated, though. I was hoping to get a third game in, but looks like we're out of time. Oh well. Nothing I could do here except to end stream. So, hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Hope y'all enjoyed the Rising Hell and the Frostpunk experience. I'm not done with Frostpunk. I'm going to continue. I got to figure out how to deal with that last bastion, though. Coal seems to be the only problem. But that's the common problem, because you need them to heat up your homes and stuff like that. But then there's the idea of like the hope and stuff like that. I probably should have hung on to the faith stuff beforehand, before the faith thing came down, and I would have before the hope part went completely down. So that's on me. So yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed the streams this weekend overall. Next weekend we're back to Chrono Trigger for Saturday, and another multi-game stream for Sunday. For those of you who want content from me outside of Twitch, I have a YouTube channel where I post every week. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel series every Monday going strong. My last Remnant VODs are officially out for Tuesdays. So, starting this Tuesday will be my GU series returning. More videos will come going into next month. Unfortunately, this month's going to be busy, so There will be times where Tuesdays will not have videos. So, yeah. Guaranteed, though, there is going to be more content coming, whether it be from these streams or off stream when I play other games outside of stream. So, stay tuned for all of that in the future. I have some projects I am working on this month. I'm hoping to make them into special videos or a special form of content for my channel. So, stay tuned for that. To become members of the Wolfblood Brotherhood, you can either follow me here on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube, and or just join me on Discord. Join the Discord. The all you need to know about us and about me is on the Twitch about page. So yeah, I hope you all had a good weekend. I wish you all a good week, and I hope to see some of you again next weekend moving forward. And yeah, with all that being said.